Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. Here's the starting group for Houston. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. And for the Celtics, Pritchard and White are their guards. Then there's Jaylen Brown, and it's Tillman in at the 4 slot. And we talk about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have two extremes, right, in the modern NBA. Most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with, but we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor. You have to be able to have multiple tools in your toolbox.
Here's Keita, stolen by Thompson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons, a player almost a decade younger. And Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. If he can fit in defensively, he could be a long-term contributor, guys.
Yeah, he's more than capable. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. And so Thompson nails both of them. Here's Brown. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Brown. Now Pritchard. Lock at 6. There's a good screen. Here's Tillman, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
And KD's got the ball here for Houston. And Şengün throws it down.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
Here's Brown. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Tillman. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Jabari Smith picks one up. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And Boston certainly has some of the most knowledgeable sports fans, Doris, in the country.
Kevin, not only knowledgeable, but passionate. And when you think over the 4 major sports in the city and the tradition of success, it is no wonder they are so committed.
He's off on the second. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it. And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
Holiday against Pritchard. Tillman passes to Keita. Here's White. He's covered by Thompson. And White slams it in.
Don't sleep on the athleticism of Derrick White. How fast did he get off his feet to punch that one home?
Now Kevin Durant. Last game, 26 points. Over Brown. The rebound by Keita.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Stolen by Thompson. 3-on-3. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. And here's White, coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Here's Kata. Şengün covering. Here's Pritchard. And he drops it in from the low post. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. I wanted to know what he had in store for Kevin Durant. He said, we have some plans, coach said with a smile, but mostly it's about effort. We have to outwork him at all times. If we give him an inch, he's going to take a mile. So coach is asking for his guys to go all out and try to slow KD down tonight. Guys?
And Allie, thanks so much. And the Celtics with possession here after the three-pointer from KD. Shot clock at 5. 16 feet away. And the shot falls short this time. Rockets leading by 5. Holiday, the pass to Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Going up strong there. That's the kind of aggressive play you love to see from Smith.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Brown outside. A 3-ball. Out to White. Launches a 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derrick White rise and fire from 3-point, and it is on target.
Durant against Brown. Outside Durant. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Brown outside. White left side. It's rebounded by Houston. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
And the fact that they split their 2 meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
Celtics trail by 8. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Brown inside. Guarded by KD. And he gets it to go.
Oh, that's almost too easy for Jaylen Brown. We see you, sir.
And KD's got the ball here for Houston. Just 4 to shoot. And taken away by Brown. Here's the break. Here's White. Thompson with the rebound. Houston leading by 6. Durant kicks to Smith. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. 6 points so far for Jabari Smith.
I'll tell you, how about the playmaking from Kevin Durant? On time and on target with the pass.
And so it's Boston with it. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Derrick White. He had a strong showing last season. Last season put up about 16 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. No doubt Jaylen Brown is one of the most gifted isolation scorers in the league right now, Doris.
He is one of those guys, Kevin, that you do not want to be defending on an island. Jaylen Brown is an elite athlete, but he is also a 3-level scorer, which makes him almost impossible to handle.
The first free throw is good. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And Brown drops them both.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
Holiday finds Thompson. To the middle. And Şengün gets it to go on the assist by Thompson.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Brown with it. Now defended by Şengün. Brown inside. Şengün's there. Brown inside. Şengün covering. The second chance effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
How about the up fake from Jaylen Brown? This guy's so convincing with it.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Rockets.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And Doris, a measured pace for the Celtics. No rush, don't turn it over, and then they get what they want.
Well, this is Joe Mazzulla's philosophy in a nutshell. Quality offense begins with taking care of the basketball first. He believes in the math, meaning he believes if you can get a good look at 3, you take it.
And he sinks the second.
You have to admire the growth of Jaylen Brown. He comes in as an attacking athlete. He's now a better passer, and he absolutely is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Here's Eason, coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. Durant deciding where to go with it. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. It's Brown on the wing. And the foul on Torrey Eason. That is his first foul of the game. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün.
Substitution on the court.
Houston on D. They lead by 7. Now, here's Simons. Former dunk contest champion Anthony Simons. Greg, also a threat from deep.
Yeah, over half his shots coming from long range. I mean, he's not exactly a point guard or a lockdown defender, but if you need a bucket, that he can provide.
He throw good, Simons.
And on the court, Simons is like a lightning bolt of energy. He hustles hard and just puts in the sweat to outwork the other team.
Boston making a switch here. Minot's checked in. Shepard's checked in for the Rockets. And Simons drops them both.
This guy is such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
Shepard with the ball. Capella with a screen on Simon. Got a piece of it. Boucher with the steal. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Over in the corner, Brown takes the three. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Boy, you have got to appreciate how hard Jaylen Brown goes. Amazing how he gets defenders to foul him when he's going up with his shot.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. Houston making a switch here. Okogie's checked in. Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Thompson. Shoots over Hauser. Now Eason. Here's Okogie. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Thompson. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4. Celtics trail by 4. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Brown, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And the dunk by Capella.
And a great display of physicality from Capella. He's not one to shy away from contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Celtics making a switch here. Shireman's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Shepard's checked in for Amen Thompson. That's good from Capella.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Pass to Minot. Here's Hauser. Here's Shireman. Now Hauser. And here is Simon. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Eason with it. Still scoreless. Here's Capella. Nails the baby hook. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Simon. Here's Minot. Here's Shireman. Got a piece of it.
Boy, the raw athleticism and then the instincts of Josh Okogie to get up and send that shot back.
Pass to Shepard.
2 minutes.
A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Left side Simons. to stop the drought. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Shepherd. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first quarter. Back to Eason. Houston moving it around. For 3, Okogie. Rebounded by Hauser. Celtics trail by 9. Here's Minot. Finney Smith defending. Pass to Shepherd. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Okogie. He has yet to score. Here he goes. Capella draws the double. Shoots it up. They get it back. And the dunk by Capella.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And so it's Boston with it. The Rockets making the shot. Pass to Boucher. 17 seconds left to play here in the first. Boston, no good that time either. Eason down low. It's blocked. They get it back. Finney Smith passes to Shepherd. Fires the 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Amen Thompson, he's feeling it tonight. And he has been the driving force for Houston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Rockets here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
We've got White. Also, Anthony Simons out there. Sam Hauser is out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Minot in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Here's Simons following the score by Houston. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch him.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
First free throw is good. Boston making a switch here. Garza's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Eason passes to Shepherd. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Shepherd's got the lead up to 14 now for Houston. The Celtics shooting just 29% in this game. They're not a pretty sight out there offensively. Garza, that one's in, his first shot this game.
Derrick White does a little bit of absolutely everything for this team, and what I love the most, his ability to pass it at a high level.
Shepherd, the pass to Okogie. Şengün with the bucket. That's now 8 points for Şengün.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. There's the screen. Here's White. It's rebounded by Şengün.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Here's Shepherd, covered by Simons. Pass to Eason. Şengün with the screen for Eason. 16 feet away. He goes up again. And the layup. Good by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 in the quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Simons finds Hauser. Pass to Garza. And here is Simons. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Garza gets the bucket.
Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
Eason passes to Şengün. And it's Shepard, top of the key. Here's Eason. And he lays it straight in. Eason's got his first 2 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Now, here's Simons. He's covered closely. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. It's going to be Simons shooting. It's on Reed Shepard. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. Brown is checked in for the Celtics. The Rockets also changing it up. Kevin Durant comes in for Josh Okogie. And it's Jayson Tatum in for Shepard. Free throw good, Simons. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Eason. Durant with a screen on Brown. Driving to the basket. And the whistle blows as the basket counts in a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Okogie's checked in for Houston. And the free throw, no good. Celtics trail by 15. Brown feeling out a bit. Now here's Simons. He has 6. Boucher the screen for the 3. And Simons is good for 3. Simons has got 9 points.
Oh, crafty play by Simons, working the pick and roll to perfection.
Durant the pass to Eason. Şengün with the screen for Eason. He takes it in. Pass to Okogie. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Brown. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Now White. Now here's Simons. And the Celtics another 3.
And this is what Simons does best. Once he catches fire, this guy is a tough one to put out.
And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
Boston making a switch here. Garza's checked in. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Amen Thompson comes in for Josh Okogie. Now here's Thompson. He's got 8. Inside, here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And Capella has run pick and roll so many times, adept at knowing where to cut after the screen.
Celtics trail by 11. Now Brown. He's got 8. Four on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got 6 rebounds in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Oh, and the jam by Capella.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Boston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Brown outside. And the dunk by Brown.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Rockets leading by 11. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
The Celtics have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Pass to Garza. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Garza's got it back down to within single digits for the Celtics. Here's KD. 5 points in the game. The 19-footer is on the money. KD's got 7 points.
You get the sense KD can have and make any shot on the floor. This guy's so creative, he can wreak havoc.
Ball's knocked loose. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Kate is checked in, and it's Tillman in for Sam Hauser.
One of the best things about Kevin Durant is he simply locks in on exactly what's in front of him at the moment. If that means working at practice, that's what he does. If that's competing at a high level in the game, that's what he does.
Durant with the steal. Pass to Tillman. Now Pritchard. On the wing, Brown. He's covered by Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson against Brown. Off target from the wing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
It's intercepted. Pritchard against Smith. Pritchard with the ball. His last outing, 16 points for him. Outside, White. Clock at 6. Wants to get it to Brown and does. Pass to Cada. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Smith. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Simons, he's checked in for the Celtics. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Simons surveying the D. KD against Brown. 6 to shoot. And Durant sends it back.
I think it's probably the most underrated aspect of Kevin Durant's game. He's elite defensively and sends that shot back.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Simons against Thompson. Pass to Brown. And here is Simons. To end the run. Over to the left wing. Brown against KD. Left side, Brown. And Durant sends it back.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum. Tatum said, JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Guys?
A dangerous duo for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And so here is Houston following the bucket by the Celtics. To the paint. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And this one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
And here is Brown. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Philadelphia. Down low. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
But Jaylen Brown getting better and better in pick-and-roll situations. There's a real willingness to give up the basketball.
Houston leading by 17. Outside Holiday. Pass to Smith. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Outside for Durant. They get it back. Smith outside. Outside Holiday. Holiday sets the pick for KD. Goes up again. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Oh yeah, I remember you. Always doubted on the kid.
Check out the stats for Kevin Durant. Last season, he played outstanding, putting up about 26 points per, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
1:04 left in the first half of basketball. Brown, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Smith trying to break loose, and Durant gets it to go. The assist by Holiday. Holiday's got his 3rd assist on the night. Celtics trail by 21. Outside, Simons. Pass to Tillman. Shot clock at 6. That's a 2 from Pritchard. That's his 2nd shot and his 2nd basket. He's 2 for 2.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brown against KD. Smith with a screen on Brown. And they recover it. And so it's Houston taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
KD, you're really getting up and down the floor out there. How much fun is it when the offense is flowing like that?
Well, I think this team is very well disciplined, and they do all the details, and we just wanted to play harder, man. And I think we got some steals, got some fast break points, and we're playing together, everybody touching the ball. It's just fun when we playing like that, so we got to continue to do that.
Well, the discipline is paying off. Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the 3rd quarter underway in just a moment.
And get ready for the fan half-court jump drums.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Taking a look at Houston, they didn't get the email I sent. Season has started, fellas. They look surprised they're getting whoopings. High hopes does not win games. They gotta wake up, get it together. Good news, still time.
And guys, turning back to the first half of our game, KD doing whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted.
He's been hunting for a shot pretty much all first half, and why not? The results speak for themselves.
From the naked eye, he just looks like he wants it more than anybody else on the floor.
Ernie, what is a naked eye?
I was just about to say, isn't the eye always naked?
It is.
Well, no, if you put glasses on. Ooh. Are glasses like clothes? Eye clothes. Let's start a new company, Kenny.
And that about wraps it up. And as the 3rd quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Amen Thompson has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. So on the floor for Houston, we'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Then there's Amen Thompson. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Holiday in at the point.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Stolen by Thompson. Holiday surveying the floor. Durant in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. There's the triple. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
This is one of the best to ever do it. Simply stated, Durant is lethal from behind the arc, and the efficiency is incredible.
Here's Keita. Pass to White from deep. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in this game. Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
All right, fans, give it up for Celtics Entertainment.
Simons, he's checked in for White. Now here the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams. The Rockets #1.
They had such a strong presence in the paint, just a physical team. They dominated the interior in terms of rebounding.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting about 42% so far. Here's Brown. And it's sent back by KD.
Boy, how about the defense from Kevin Durant? Sends that shot back.
Smith. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to Pritchard. Simons against Thompson. Now here's Simons. He's guarded closer. Clock at 6. And here's Brown outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brown's got 13.
Boy, you catch the defense off guard by being willing to fire as soon as the ball touches your hands.
Smith kicks to Şengün. Back to Smith. Thompson surveying the floor. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. Rebounded by the Celtics. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Pass to Pritchard. Going inside. Stolen by Holiday. Thompson from long range. And Şengün is right there. 12 points for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Simon. 12 points for him. To the middle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Jabari Smith picks one up. The Celtics have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
At the line for 2, Namias Tatum.
First one falls for him. And he can't hit the second. The Rockets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And some nice passing there by Houston. Smith dishes to Thompson. Pass to Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Assisted by
Thompson's got 4 assists in the game.
Yet another monster night for Kevin Durant, one of the best scoring forwards in the history of the game.
Now, here's Simon. Brown outside.
And let's take a look now. Amen Thompson's numbers.
Coming off a terrific season, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And as you said, one of the more efficient scorers in the league last season. He showed great shot selection, terrific efficiency, and more often than not, he got it in there. That free throw good from Brown. Well, Doris, clearly the NBA award voting is an imperfect process and is often the cause of some intense debate.
Just look at the most valuable player debate over the last 5 or 6 seasons. You've had guys neck and neck for maybe the most prestigious award in the league. And one of the things that frustrates me, Kevin, is when a player has won multiple MVP and voter fatigue comes into place. It drives me nuts.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
All right, fans, it's dance time. Get ready to dance like everyone watching. No thanks.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Şengün. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Şengün's got 4 points in the quarter.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Now let's head over to the sideline for a report on Derrick White. Allie, what are they saying?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Celtics head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Nobody wants an injury, especially this early in the season, but the good news, he's been cleared by the training staff to play through it. Guys?
Thanks for the status report there, Allie.
Boy, this is where you need everyone in your support system to be around him and be encouraging, because this is going to be a long road to recovery.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Boston making a switch here. White's checked in.
Number 9, Derrick White.
Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Pritchard with a wide open look. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Holiday, the basket good off the assist from Durant. KD's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Here's Brown. He's got 15. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Tatum. Got it. Good job in the low post. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, nice job there. Just very lackluster defense.
Holiday, the pass to Şengün. Smith on the wing. Outside Holiday. Şengün with a screen on Pritchard. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Celtics have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Back to Brown. Shot from 6. Hits the jump hook. 17 points in the game.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Smith kicks to Thompson. Spins. The kick out to Holiday. 5 on the clock. Thompson sets the pick for Holiday. Shoots over White. Again, Holiday missing. Boston is gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. They get the rebound, and that one is off.
Boy, he's trying to give this team a spark, but the buckets simply will not go down.
Pass to KD. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Durant's got 8 here in the quarter.
Boy, after making 1 3 in the first half, he's knocked down 2 in the second.
Yes, that goes in.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Houston's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Now here's Thompson. 17 points in the game. Pass to Holiday. Thompson sets the pick for Holiday. Outside Durant. Smith with a screen on Brown. 5 to shoot. Goes back up. And KD finishes inside. KD's got 24.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And the Celtics with possession here. Outside White. Brown outside. From outside, off the mark. The Rockets shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. And Thompson throws it down.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Celtics shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Here's Pritchard. There's a screen. And it's Aaron Holiday with the foul. That's his first foul. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. Tari Eason's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Shepard subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Thompson against Brown. Good work defensively by Capella. And it's Houston's ball. Thompson outside. Six to shoot. And Thompson throws it down.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Boston is going into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Simons from outside. Eason grabs the board. Houston's going to less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And Thompson slams it home.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Now here's Brown. He's got 17. Will it go? It's rebounded by Houston. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
And so Simons will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Hauser. Lets the 3 fly. Drills it from outside. Hauser's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Inside, here's Capella, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Aggressive move by Capella. His length and athleticism, it's tough to handle when he gets the ball that deep.
Line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Gonzalez, he's checked in for Boston. And a switch here also for Houston. Okogie's checked in. He hits the second from the line. .152 left in the third. Simons against Thompson. Left side Gonzalez. Pass to Hauser. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul. The Celtics making a switch here. Garza's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for the Celtics, number 52, Luka Garza.
Now Hauser. The Celtics working the ball around now. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Houston's going to less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Now Thompson, 23 points in the game. The Rockets again can't hit.
Boy, these are the shots you have to make. If you don't capitalize, you are letting the defense off the hook.
Pass to Boucher. Boucher sets a screen for Simons. Up again. Rockets with the rebound. Capella's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Easton passes to Capella. Here's Okogie. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 7th assist in the game. Celtics shooting 39% from the floor, at their best. Hauser with the ball. Outside, Simons. Pass to Minot. Here's the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And this is something Simons continues to work on. Love seeing him look to involve his teammates.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And here's Thompson. With 1 on the clock, and he lays it up and in. Thompson's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Houston on top, opening up a huge gap. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Alperen Şengün. Also, Derrick White is out there. Boucher out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Minot in at the 4. That's the Boston 5.
He's got a nose for the basketball and a high level of activity around the rim. Go ahead and finish, Mr. Boucher.
Here's Shepard. And every team is trying to ward off or recover from injuries. So, Doris, how much separation is there with regards to team training staff?
Now, this is a great question, Kevin, and I think one of the things it highlights is how important every member of your staff is, from your head coach to the assistant coaches down to the training staff. An 82-game season will challenge any medical staff. They are invaluable to your organization.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll defend home court against the Utah Jazz. Then on Wednesday, they'll host the Washington Wizards.
And for their matchup with Orlando, that's a contest that I'm keeping an eye on. Early on, you love to see games like that one, which should be full of interesting matchups.
Tate, he's checked in for Shepard. 6 on the shot clock. White up top. Rebound by Okogie. And it's Houston's ball. Easton passes to Finney-Smith. And finished off by Finney-Smith.
Now, Dorian Finney-Smith has the ability athletically to finish near the cup, and he does so there.
Now, Hauser. Pass to Minot. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Takes the 13-footer. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, creating opportunities at point-blank range, this is exactly what you want.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
That free throw, good from Hauser. And just off the cuff, Doris, what do you think is the toughest part of the season?
I mean, for me, watching these players try to perform the final 2 to 3 weeks before All-Star game, there are so many things in play. Has it been an extraordinarily difficult season where you're just simply not winning? Are you trying to incorporate perhaps a player that came over from a new trade? And then also just the focus. Everybody's mind is, ooh, I've got a week vacation here. I can't wait.
Easton passes to Tate. Pass to Okogie. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Wow, look at the footwork from Josh Okogie. Great stuff near the bucket.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. White, a screen on Tate. And Simons wide open. He'll fire. The three-pointer no good. Rockets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Easton passes to Capella. And some nice passing there by Houston. Back to Tate. Pass to Okogie. Capella with a screen on Boucher. Here's Okogie. Here's Capella. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Simons. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Tate finds Capella. Here's Okogie. Out to the wing. Here's Easton. Knocks down the 3-ball.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Boston with the ball. Following the 3 by Houston that went in. A nice shot by Simons.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
DB, we saw a move by the league to let a little bit more contact go. Have they been consistent with that, or do you see some backpedaling at all?
I don't see any backpedaling at all. I think maybe the area where you most see this manifest is the point of attack dribble. That first dribble, defenders are really able to attack defensively. Listen, this is a hard thing. You want to bring more physicality back, but you've got to do it carefully.
Brown is checked in for the Celtics. And a switch here also for Houston. Shepard's checked in. Here's Simon. And the slam dunk by Simon.
And that's some serious liftoff from Simons. Wow.
Shepard with the ball. Shoots from the baseline, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Brown up and in on the layup. Brown's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And the Rockets with possession here. Here's Shepherd. Pass to Finney-Smith. Screen by Capella. Finney-Smith passes to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And guys, when Capella's playing like this, it's an added bonus. Love seeing him catch fire.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And here's Boucher. Now here's Simons. LDB, something that never seems to go away during the season is chatter about trade.
And Kevin, what makes this so interesting is that very often fans of this league are as interested in trades, who's coming and going, as they are in the results of their team. It's a little intrigue that everybody wants a piece of.
And Shepherd is a solid decision maker. If there's an opening, he's going to take it.
Celtics have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Now here's Simons. Wide a screen from downtown. And it's Simons missing.
After hitting a couple of threes in the first half, he hasn't had much going from distance.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And some changes here for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and it's Tillman in for Sam Hauser.
Peyton Pritchard.
Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside, White. Looking to get it going. The Rockets pull it in. Here's Okogie. Pass to Shepherd. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
He had played mistake-free basketball until that one, his first turnover of the night.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Houston making a switch here. Adams checked in and finished off by Brown.
He was not about to be denied. Jaylen Brown just muscles that home.
And the Rockets with possession here. To the paint. Adams, the pass to Shepherd. To the top of the key, Eason. Here's Okogie. White covering with the step back. Shot clock at 5. Here's Shepherd. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And with NBA defenses more spread out than ever, Doris, teams are getting more aggressive, looking for offensive rebounds.
They are, Kevin, because it can be a valuable asset to get extra possessions. You're winning on the margins if you do that. And let's remember, certain guys just have a knack for getting offensive rebounds, so why not let those guys work?
And the foul on Tari Eason. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jeff Green is checked in for Houston.
Houston, substitution, number 32, Jeff Green.
Queta, the pass to Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point land. The rebound by Shepherd.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And the length of green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. TB, one complaint about the review process. The longer the review, the more it disrupts the flow of the game.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have the best athletes in the world competing at the highest level, and then all of a sudden it stops. And if the duration is too long, it takes the players out of rhythm. It drives the viewers at home crazy. This is something that us television people can go absolutely nuts about.
Here's Pritchard. Outside, White. Brown outside. Three-pointer. Rebound by Jeff Green.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Here's Okogie. Back to Green. Tries from 7. Eason gets a wide open look. The Rockets again can't hit. And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Outside, White. Drops in the layup for 2.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
The Rockets have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Green deciding where to go with it. And Derrick White picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Hey, Doris, for a GM trying to build a championship-level roster, what's one thing that can really help?
I think the way the salary cap is constructed, maybe the single most important thing you can do as a GM is draft well. You have to be able to find players who can contribute right away. And talent evaluation is not an exact science. The ones who do it well and don't miss on those big-time picks, that is a huge deal.
Just 5 to shoot, and there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Pass to Tate, and stolen by White.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass?
And the shot goes in. And here is Tate. Now Eason. He's covered by Brown. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's Boston with another.
Sweet little mid-range from Jaylen Brown. That 3-level scoring coming into play.
Now Shepard. Pass to Adams. And he drives in. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, terrific work in the 2-man game. Results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
.141 left to play in the final quarter. Outside, White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pritchard sets a screen for Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Houston.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Amen Thompson.
He was their catalyst tonight, the straw that stirs the proverbial drink.
Here's Finney-Smith, just 5 on the clock. Tate kicks to Finney-Smith, fires the 3. And it's Derrick White with the rebound. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. The kick out to Brown. Plays it up and banks it in.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Shepard with the ball. Shepard with a screen for Tate. To the inside. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now Shepard misses the 3. Now here's White. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Kevin, this was a huge statement win for this team. How satisfying is it for you?
It was fun. It was fun. We came out and played hard. Guys played together, and this was all that I expected, man. I'm glad that we was able to get the win tonight. We're looking forward to the next game.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Guys.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Amen Thompson.